I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Asia McIntyre, and I did my presentation on the finance key. So first, a little bit about the TI-84 calculator. The TI-84 calculator is capable of a lot of things. There's a lot of application and tools on it that can be used to simplify tasks in everyday life. It's pretty powerful. Typically, the TI-84 is used to do like advanced math and like graphing and stuff like that. But it's capable of so much more, and we learn about the different applications, or a lot of different applications in class. And there's a ton of functions like on the TI-84, but today I'm just going to talk about the finance key. Okay, a little bit about finance. Finance refers to the representation of money management and the process of obtaining needed resources. Typically, there are three types of finances, and that's your personal, corporate, and your public finance. Personal finance is specific to an individual or their unique situation. So, like things like their earning, their living, their living requirements, goals, and desires are kind of clumped into your personal finance bracket. And then the personal finance app could be used when planning to invest in retirement or when computing how much money could be afforded to put on a credit card, or just kind of like the stuff we did in class. We talked about like car loans, or you can use it for like any kind of loan, really, student loans, to calculate things like that. Then we've got corporate finance, and that refers to the monetary aspects of running a corporation. The finance key could be highly beneficial to corporations. This app could be used to help decide whether to raise additional funds through bond issues or stock offerings. This app can also be used to help budget and to decide which project or finance to put money towards, or like which would help the company more. Then lastly, we've got public finance, and that has to deal with like the government and how it pays for the services it provides for the public. These include things like taxes, spending, budgeting, and debt insurance policies. And again, the finance key could be used to calculate those types of things. So a little bit more on the finance app. We kind of touched on some of these things. But these things are some of the things the finance app can calculate. We've got interest, annualities and mortgages, loans and investments. The interest is like how much you're going to pay someone for borrowing money, or how much more money you're going to end up paying. So like the thing you buy is going to cost you so much, you can calculate how much money you're spending on top of that. The annualities and mortgages is how much you're going to pay on monthly payments. And then your loans refers to how much you need to borrow. And investments are like assets purchased, or like kind of determining if assets purchased is worth being purchased. So like it's kind of determining if you're gonna make money off something's worth being purchased, basically. So this part, you need your calculator. So here we're going to talk about like how the app actually works, like how to get to it, how to navigate it, and what the individual parts means, or like what you need to actually do the calculations, basically. So to get to the finance key, you must go to the apps. Mine is kind of purple, like towards the top left corner of the calculator. This one. So we're going to press that, and then we're going to press finance, and then we're going to press TVM solver. that's going to get us to this screen with all our inputs. So kind of what everything means. We've got the I is your interest rate. I'm sorry, it starts with N. The N is the number of payments you're going to have to make, or what you're looking to make, basically. And then your I is your interest rate. And then your PV is your present value, so what that thing is worth. And then you got PMT, which is your payments, what you're looking to pay. FV is your future value, and then we've got your PY is your payments per year, and we've got lastly the CY is the number of interest compounding period per year. So all these things you need to know in order to operate the actual finance app. And then next I have like a couple examples of what we can do. So the first one is kind of how to calculate the future value of an investment. So it says, suppose you invest $1,000 into a mutual fund or bond that you expect to pay a 12% annual return over the next 5 years. Find out what the future value is. So stated in this example, it states that interest is paid annually and the interest is for 5 years. So for N, we're going to put 5. And then it also states that the interest is 12% interest is paid annually, so our interest is 12. Then our present value is 1,000. You're investing 1,000, so it's actually going to be negative 1,000 because that's what like you're handing over. That's what you're putting down. That's what we call our outflow. So it's negative, but it's $1,000 because again that's what you're investing. And then we're gonna try and calculate our future value. So the PMT we can just put 0. Then we're gonna press solve for our future value, and you should get 1,762. So that's how much it's gonna cost you. So the next problem is similar. It says, suppose that you have $1,250 today, and you would like to know how long it will take you to double your money. Assume that you can earn 9% per year in investments. So it states we have 9% interest. So we're going to go into the I part, the interest rate. We're going to put 9, and then our present value, again, is like what we're putting down. We're putting down 1,250. So again, also it's going to be negative. This is our flow. So we're giving up. This is what we're going to put down right now today. So it's negative 1,250. And then we've got our future value. It's double that. It's double 1,250, which is 2,500. That's what we're going to put down. And we're going to solve for N. And you should get about 8. It's 8.04 to be more exact. And that's like how many years it's going to take you to double your I kind of chose these examples. I like these examples because it's a little different than what we did in class, and they give you like a little insight on some of these things that the calculator can be used to calculate. And lastly, the finance app has a lot of benefits. I think this app is highly beneficial. I think it is fairly simplistic, especially when you get to understand what all the components mean and like what they do. And like anyone can use it. Everyone will have to deal with finances in the future, and I think this app, this tool, can help you like manage your finance and stay on top of things and just like be ahead of the game early. Thank you.